I'd like to especially thank the people of Westport for your continued support for our members in Tim Hastings Garage.
How you all doing? Some of you probably know me, I'm a local man. I've worked in Tim Hastings for 18 and a half years, taken over the shop steward role for the last 10. I never had that much to do with it, only in the last 2.5 years, when the management started bullying, intimidating, and just been a general uneasy place to work. So it's only since then that I have been in contact, I'd safely say, every month with the union. And believe it or not, I used to enjoy going to work. I know that might sound a bit strange, but I used to enjoy going to work every day. But that all ended 2.5 years ago, and this is where we're at. It has come to this. It's sad it has come to this. It should never have gotten near this stage. But when you're dealing with a stubborn management, this is what you're dealing with. And I can't thank people enough. Local support, donations, money, refreshments, everything, support on the side of the road. It's been phenomenal. I'd like to thank Siptu for the support. If there was no union in a place, you're on your own. And when everyone sticks together, we have some chance. So, I'm a man of few words, so therefore I'm going to leave it at that. Thank you.
Good afternoon. First off, I'm going to get the thank yous out of the way. The White Hotel and Pat Dunning's pub for accommodating us with power and drinks afterwards. The Wild West, I think there are 2 girls buried in there, free face painting. And under the radar, the lads, we heard you there. You sound fantastic. Thank you very much. The politicians who visited us, Christy Hyland, Derek O'Leary, Michael Ring, and Rose Conway Walsh, who 4 times has this brought up in the Shannon in the last few weeks. Thank you all very much. Thank you all, the Siptu reps who have helped and visited us on the picket line, and especially John McCarrick, a legend, and Aisling Dunn for all they've had to listen to moans and groans, especially from Johnny MacDonald. But mostly our friends and family, and especially ye the public. We are overwhelmed with the support. We are 8 people. We feel like 800 people. Every day ye bring us stuff. Every day ye amaze us. That's all we talk about on the line. It's not about what's inside, it's about what ye do outside. Thank you all so much. Right, the words unfairly dismissed. It does not even come close to how me, Johnny and Jerry were treated. On August 19th last, Johnny MacDonald, parts manager, 26 years service for the one man, the one company. Johnny is called to the rear of the parts department where he managed. He is met by the management team waiting for him as Johnny felt ambushed by 2 people. He felt intimidated and threatened in his own workplace. They gave him a letter and told to leave the premises straight away. Give the keys of the company, give the keys of his van and get out. Johnny went down the garage looking for Brian Vahey, the shop steward. He was followed by the management and shouted at in front of the other work colleagues to leave the premises straight away. Johnny did in his company vehicle, which he was entitled to under his terms and conditions. Johnny drove home, does not remember driving home. When his partner arrived home, she brought him straight into the doctor. He had chest pains, he wasn't feeling well, high blood pressure. He then receives a call on his mobile from the Westport Garda station who had been informed that he was in possession of a stolen vehicle. The management had rang the guards and told these lies. Johnny was entitled to this van. Then, between that, Jerry Kirby was called in. Jerry Kirby, 21-year service. Jerry was the service manager. Jerry was called in. Jerry wouldn't even sit down. He took it like a man. He stood up and said, "I'm not sitting down, I know what's going on here." They told him to leave the premises and have his company van back by midday the next day. Jerry Kirby receives a phone call an hour before this the following day that the guards are going to be called if he doesn't have the van returned. He must have the cops on speed dial in Westport. It's absolutely ridiculous what this management think they can do and push people like. Then there's me. 18 years past people here, work colleagues and friends will always say, I never did not pull my weight. I pushed and pushed for that company. As Brian said, it was a great place to work. On the same day as Johnny and Jerry, I was called in. The management were pushing more work on me for less pay and a 3-month contract, which I knew I would not be there at the end of that 3-month contract. I would be dismissed just like these guys. The following Monday I returned to work, and I felt like I was being bullied and intimidated by this management. Outside my office, staring at me, pointing at me, saying funny gestures, trying to run me down, trying to get a reaction, like they did with Johnny. So I had to leave work for about 3 weeks under stress. When I returned to work, it continued. This management did not stop. It was constant. So on the 5th of October, I was called into his office at midday. He said, get your stuff, get out, do not go down the garage, do not speak to anyone. I did go down. I found my work colleagues. And the manager followed me down, and he told me to leave the premises now, or he would make it more disruptive than it has to be. I took that as a threat that he was going to ring the guards for me doing absolutely nothing wrong. The guards have better things to do than listen to this management. So as you heard, we balloted for a strike. On February 3rd, we stood on the picket line, me, Johnny and Jerry, with our 5 other colleagues. And I have to thank them for showing such loyalty. But they seen how barbaric and degrading the 3 of us were treated, and they knew they were next. We had to stand up against this management. So thank you all so much. This management drives by us every day. There is 150 years of loyal service on this picket line. The manager that's in there is only over 2 years. The management shows us no respect, nothing. The management would not be where they are financially if it wasn't for the workers like these people here today and myself. This management, it likes to push people, degrade people, but today we're pushing back, and that's all thanks to you coming here today. Finally, Monday morning, we'll be on the picket line at 8:30. There's no stopping us. We ain't stopping. You don't treat people like that. We're not going to lie down and take it. You don't walk on us. So we ask everyone here and spread the word to support us by not crossing the picket line. Don't show this company support. Show us their support. We're local people. We don't deserve this. When you're driving by, beep your horns as loud and as long as you can, because we know it annoys them, and it's like a shot of adrenaline in the arm for us. You'll see us raise our hands. You'll see us raise our signs, but you'll never see us raise the white flag in defeat. Thank you all very much.
United will never be defeated. Let's hear you. United will never be defeated. The workers 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 united will never be defeated. Thank you very much for coming here today, and please continue your support for the workers.